Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review recent release Volcano by Saxby and Jess Racklyeft. This is the most recent collaboration between this author and illustrator duo, and again we are looking at a narrative non-fiction text, this time all about underwater volcanoes, how they form, what happens when they do, and it is just wonderful. I have really enjoyed the collaborations between these two. They have some of my favorite picture books that have been released in the last few years, and every time I see that they have one I get super excited. So this book was sent to me for review by Alan and Unwin, so thank you very much to them because, as I said, I saw it and I'm like, there's another one, I need it. The blurb on the back says, deep in the ocean, far beyond the reach of even the brightest sun, the earth quakes. Lava pillows flash and fade, rumpling the seabed as a new volcano births a new mountain. Here begins a colony of unexpected creatures. A fascinating exploration of the world of an underwater volcano from the creative team behind the CBCA Picture Book of the Year, Iceberg. Iceberg is one of my favorite books. So again, they've come together, they're talking about something that is an environmental issue, something that has great impact on our ecological systems, particularly below the water. The end papers are also gorgeous, just saying, because you guys know I love an end paper. This book does highlight the birth of a volcano underneath the ocean from start to what eventuates from it. So we start out down the bottom, seabed, and then we slowly have the volcano begin to form and emerge. The other really cool thing is it talks about how the forming of these volcanoes and these volcano mountain islands that eventually pop up in the ocean have a really important significance to sea life and how it actually helps new life to form and to gather within a region. It does of course talk about the eruptions, how they happen over and over again, and how that builds from the flat seabed all the way up to being able to be seen above the ocean. And the really cool thing about these books, there is always a flip out page, which in this case is in the middle of the book. It does not fit in my camera screen, but it is amazing. And it also highlights how life can begin after something that is really harsh and unforgiving. I think what I appreciated most about this book, and it's been something because I've been reading through a lot of natural disaster books recently, particularly natural disaster books for kids. Something that I've always had a fascination with. I have a really strong fascination with storms and things that natural phenomena that occur on Earth, because they're part of us. That's part of our planet. It's part of things that happen. And yes, climate change and things like that might be having a greater impact on those things, but they have always existed. And the same goes with volcanoes. We have volcanoes because of the way that our Earth's crust works. So they are a natural part of our planet's history. So they do occur, and yes, they can be scary and they can be violent, but I think what this book does really well is also highlights how important it is for our planet and the fact that it does bring and draw in life as well. So I think that perspective is really important to have, because then you can also have the conversations about this volcano happens in the middle of the ocean. It doesn't really have a significant impact in this case on humans, but what happens when it does? And what do we do after that as well? So I think there's a lot that you can do with it, because you can read this book purely to learn some information about underwater volcanoes, and I think that's totally fine. I think you can also then, particularly with older readers, draw out the impacts of volcanoes around the world as well in comparison to the volcano that we learn about in this book. The language in here is just beautiful. It's wonderful and lyrical. Claire Saxby always includes some incredibly wonderful tier 2 words. You guys know I'm a word nerd. Words are always a huge draw card for me. Words like quakes and rumble, afloat and scuttle, rumbles and drift, nibble and scrabble, like all of those verbs that are just amazing and beautiful to actually unpack with kids and encourage them to use in their own writing. So to say that I love this book is a bit of an understatement. I am hoping that it appears on a CBCA list next year, because the notables have already come out, but I really hope it does appear, because it is just a beautiful, gorgeous book about a topic that I think many people find really interesting, but maybe possibly don't know all that much about. In the comments below, I will leave links to where you can find out more information about the book, the author, the illustrator, and the publisher if you would like to know more. I'd also love to know if you're planning on picking up Volcano, or if you've read Iceberg or Tree, which are the other two collaborations between these two. Feel free to discuss those with me below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you're in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.